Wolves appear as symbols of freedom, danger, intelligence, wilderness, and independence, communication, and hierarchy within their packs. The persistence of the lone wolf image, therefore, tells us less about wolves and more about human psychology, but to what the wolf has come to represent: a projection of internal human tensions. Prey animals are often associated with gentleness, vulnerability, or innocence, while predators evoke respect, fear, and admiration. Wolves, in particular, occupy a unique middle ground. They are powerful hunters, but not mindless killers. Their survival depends on discipline, strategy, patience, and social coordination. This controlled wildness resonates deeply with humans. The wolf represents power that is not chaotic, independence that is not isolation, and social belonging that does not imply submission. In this sense, wolves symbolize a balance humans find psychologically compelling: strength without domestication, order without artificiality. The romanticization of wolves also reveals how humans interpret the idea of individuality. Modern life often creates environments where people feel psychologically fragmented, constrained by social roles, expectations, and systems of evaluation. Against this backdrop, the wolf archetype emerges as an image of uncompromised identity. Even when wolves live within packs, they are imagined as retaining an untamed essence, answering to instinct rather than external approval. The lone wolf myth thrives because it captures a familiar emotional state, existing among others while feeling fundamentally separate. Many individuals identify with the wolf not because they desire literal solitude, but because they recognize the tension between belonging and self-definition. Another layer of fascination lies in how wolves blur emotional categories. Unlike many predators, wolves display behaviors humans interpret as deeply relatable: loyalty, playfulness, cooperation, and attachment. This duality of danger and social warmth makes them psychologically complex figures. Humans often fear what they cannot understand, yet wolves feel strangely legible. Their eyes, expressions, and social behaviors trigger cognitive systems humans use to interpret other minds. As a result, wolves are not perceived purely as threats, but as beings with agency and presence. This perception intensifies their symbolic power. The wolf is not merely wild nature. It is wildness that appears aware, intentional, and self-possessed. Cultural storytelling further amplifies these associations. Fiction repeatedly uses wolves to embody characters who exist at the edge of society: independent, misunderstood, powerful, or morally ambiguous. Over time, this narrative reinforcement deepens emotional responses. Wolves become linked with themes of exile, resilience, and inner strength, shaping how people interpret the animal even without direct experience. The archetype feeds on itself. Humans project meaning onto wolves, and those meanings then influence future perceptions. What appears to be admiration for an animal is often admiration for qualities humans wish to see in themselves. Ultimately, the wolf's symbolic dominance may arise from its reflection of a deeply human paradox. Humans are social by nature, yet driven by a desire for individuality and autonomy. This conflict produces both psychological friction and creative symbolism. Wolves, as disciplined social predators that remain unmistakably wild, provide a near-perfect metaphor for this tension. They embody the possibility of belonging without losing identity, power without artificial control, and independence without disconnection. In this way, humanity's fascination with wolves reveals an underlying truth. Animals often function not just as creatures of the natural world, but as mirrors through which humans interpret their own inner landscapes.